In this video tutorial, we're going to cover two things: the fixed float button here and the marker button here. So let's go ahead and get started. The fixed float button really has to do with this progress needle and this waveform file. And the best way to describe this is just to let you see. So in the fixed position, let's go ahead and play it. Okay, and what you see is that the progress indicator moves, the waveform file stays fixed, as opposed to float position, in which the progress needle will be fixed, and now you'll see the waveform data float or move. So let's go ahead and watch. And let's switch back. And let's switch again. So there you go. That's the difference between fixed and float, and it's really a personal preference thing. Use whatever you prefer. It really is that simple. It comes down to that. The next thing I want to talk about is the marker button. The marker button sets a marker when you click it at the point of the progress indicator. So in this case, let's go ahead and click it, and you can see that we've inserted a marker here, M1. So you can insert a marker that way. The other way you can insert a marker is simply by clicking in this waveform window up above the graphing part of it, meaning up here close to where M1 is. If I click over here, sets another one. If I click here, it sets another one. If I go back here, it sets another one. So there are two ways to set markers. One is to use this button, and one is to click with the mouse. The only other thing about markers that I would like to show you is that if you hover your mouse next to one or near one, you'll see that the little arrow turns to a double-sided arrow, and then that means that you've sort of selected that, which means if you left click and hold down, you can now drag and move that marker if you need to more precisely position it, or if you simply need to relocate it. So that's one thing that you can do. The other thing you can do, again, if you put the mouse over it and the little arrow changes to a double-sided arrow, if you right-click, you get the ability to either delete that, which I'm not going to do because I want to do the second thing, which is to edit it. And when you select Edit, it opens a window. And in this little editing window, you can do two things. You can, again, change the position by typing in seconds and tenths and hundredths of a second down here. And probably more useful for most of you is that you can rename this. You could put in here guitar solo, for instance, and click OK. And now you'll see that this marker is relabeled guitar solo. So that's going to conclude this video on these two buttons, the fixed float button and on the marker button. Thanks for watching. Bye.